We welcome in Paul Toboni. He is the Nationals president of baseball operations, new to the job, just came over from the Red Sox after 10 years. Paul, it's Brian Kennedy. Again, congratulations on the job and welcome to the show.
Yeah, what's up, Brian? No, I appreciate it. Thanks for having me on.
Great having you here, too. I'm just wondering, 10 years with the Red Sox, again, that's a long-time forward-thinking club. Give us something you picked up from Boston, like a method of operation that you brought with you to the Nationals.
Oh, man, I spent the majority of my time there in amateur scouting and then in player development. So a lot of the things that I learned relating to the draft and, the importance of getting players that fit well in a clubhouse, fit well together, play well together, and then player development. Just we went through a lot over the course of the last 3 or 4 years, but I learned a ton across all disciplines. It was a fun ride over there.
So when you're looking at that, again, and you hear that all the time, it's more of an old-timey thing, and you're the young guy, fit well in the clubhouse. Like, what are you really looking at for there?
Yeah, I think so much of it comes down to accountability, right? And not just holding yourself accountable, but holding your teammates accountable. The best teams that I've seen, they do that really well. We saw it last year in Boston. There were a couple guys in the clubhouse that I think just went above and beyond to help other players realize their potential. And that's what you need, I think, to make a deep run in the playoffs.
Like Alex Bregman, you said you try to and I'm wondering, if you see a guy like that, again, do you do personality tests? Like, can you get scientific about that, or are you just observing?
Yeah, we obviously do all that, but I think you can learn a lot about it through observing and also through the relationships you've created, either at the high school level, college level, pro level, whatever it might be. That can tell you a lot as well.
You're 36. Your manager, Blake Buter, is 33. Your GM is 31. You have 9 coaches under the age of 40. Your bullpen coach is 29. So you tell me, is it like John Heyman was in the 70s? Don't trust anyone over the age of 40? What's the angle here?
No, it's not that. I thought Blake said it well early, which is it's no different than a player. Like when you guys are talking about Connor Griffin, I saw it leading in. If that guy ends up being a stud over the course of the next few months, it ain't going to be about his age. It's just going to be about him being a really good player. And I think it's no different with whether it's front office or big league staff, whatever it might be. I think it's the same exact thing.
Okay. I'm just wondering, where are you in your rebuild? Again, because you're an interesting club. You have a couple of good young players. Where do you think you are?
Yeah, I think you hit it. We got a number of interesting young players, and I think the best thing that we can do to win in future years is to have these guys make big strides this year, and in doing so, we'll win more games this year. So we're all about competing this year and realizing whatever our potential is this year. And like I said, if CJ and James and these guys are taking big steps forward, I think that's going to mean really good things for years to come. Right.
That's right. You get to a club that is rebuilding. Yet you already named it. James Wood, C.J. Abrams. Actually, excellent young players, guys with tremendous potential, young right now. So are you thinking you're competing? Because you're never far away from a playoff spot these days if you can play 500 ball. How close are you to think you're playing 500 ball this year, next year, or farther?
No, we want to do that this year, and I'm not here to put any sort of ceiling on what these guys can do. I wouldn't put it at 500 ball. I know we haven't had the exact start that we'd want, but we want to go out there and compete. And I know the expectation of those in the clubhouse is to do the same. So, and listen, the more games we win this year, like I said, the more games we're going to be able to project to win in future years.
Okay. And Paul, I say 500 ball because when you get to 500 ball, you're a couple of games, just a couple of wins from a playoff spot these days. I want to talk James Wood. Impressive kid. Power fell off a little bit last year. I'm wondering, we're going to show something here. Extreme opposite field power. 925 slugging going the other way. Last few years, #1 in baseball, ahead of even Aaron Judge. So what do you and your ops people do with that extreme, if anything? Or do you let it play, or do you try to adjust, let him pull? What do you do?
Yeah, to me, with a player like this, I'm not sure there is a preference for him to hit it to a certain side of the field. I think it's just hey, let's get him on a line and in the air. And when he does, he hits the ball so freaking hard. I think he's going to have success. You saw it the other night with that ball he hit out to center field. I think it was hit 114 at 18 or something. It felt like it was going to be a ball straight at the center fielder, and it got out. So he's got freaky power, and it's just about, I think for him, sticking to the zones where he does damage and then getting his best swing off.
Yeah, I'm wondering, like, when you see a guy like that, do you think, hey, if he pulled, he would then be Aaron Judge? Or are you saying, no, let him be the player he is?
Yeah, no, let him be the player that he is. And if that means that he's hitting more balls on a line and in the air to left field than he is to right field, that's okay. I think what we should just be concerned with is like, hey, let's get him on a line and in the air. And if he's doing that and he's swinging at good pitches, I think he's going to be a really good offensive player.
All right, C.J. Abrams, your shortstop. Like, defensive metrics surprised me, not great. There's these flashes of brilliance, especially offensively. Where is C.J. in his development?
I think he is aggressively trending upward, and I know it's only been whatever it's been, 11 games this season, but he's been great out there. I know he had a misplay last night, but he's been really good. He's been running the bases great. CJ's got all the tools, and obviously he's had a great offensive start to the year as well. So. Couldn't be more excited about him, and I think I'm most excited about just how he's gone about his work too. He's really taken to a new way of doing things, and the sky's the limit for him.
I asked you that off camera as we got in, because I asked you, how's everything going? We've had some tough ones lately. I'm wondering, right, president of baseball operations, how closely do you actually follow the games? And I'm saying neither is good or bad. Right? Billy Beane famously is like, I can't watch the games. I get emotional. I make better decisions if I'm not. How closely are you following it pitch by pitch?
Very closely. I'm different than Billy in that I'm into it, and part of that is just I love it. I don't know if I could do it any other way. But then the other part of it is like, hey, when I'm talking with Blake or MJ or Borgie or Simon or whoever after the game, our big league coaching staff. I love talking through the nuances of the game and be able to walk through like, hey, what would you do in that situation, so on and so forth. That's a fun thing for me, and I think it's an important part of us all growing together as a staff.
Wow. Baseball-y, right? You get in the weeds on this stuff. It is fascinating. I want to ask about the challenge system. ABS challenge system is in play now. Your club is 6 for 17. That's 35%. That's below the league average. Fourth fewest. What is the method of operation with that?
Yeah, I had a buddy in the NBA drop a great line to me. He basically just said, hey, the goal isn't to win for your percentage of challenges won to be as high as possible. Your goal is to basically leverage this new rule to make it contribute to winning as much as you can. Those are two separate things. So we want to make sure that our players are doing their best, challenging in high leverage spots, while at the same time also not leaving too many challenges on the table come the later innings or the end of the game. So it's really a tough needle to thread, just because you like to think that you can just sit there and understand the game state when you're in the box, but I think that's easier said than done.
Yeah, no, it's tough. Certain catchers are good. You can see already, like, the guys are separating themselves from the pack, but it's not easy. Paul, great having you on the program. Thanks for coming on, and we wish you the best of luck.